As I watched the sunrise the other morning, there was a pretty strong chill in the air. Summer is definitely coming to an end, and you can really tell up here in the mountains because the nights just get so cold now. You can almost see your breath. This was definitely one of my favorite summers ever. I feel like every year I put so much pressure on myself to complete and do as much as I possibly can. But this year, I really let a lot of things go. I really didn't care as much about all the weeds in the garden or completing all the building projects that I had planned. I just kind of enjoyed these warmer days, and wow, it felt amazing. I tend to put so much pressure on myself to constantly be doing and creating and moving forward, and to just let that go. And being back home these past few weeks, I've really fallen back into just a very simple routine of life here in my little small mountain hut. This year, I grew these orange Roma tomatoes, and I have seriously hundreds of them ripe and ready right now. I like growing Romas because they are such a great tomato for canning and preserving. This morning, I picked as many as I could, and I am planning on canning some salsa today. Salsa is one of those things that we end up eating a lot in the wintertime. It's just so yummy to have really good tomatoes when it's so cold outside. One of our favorite winter meals is rice and beans, and then I'll put like some frozen corn and then my homemade salsa on it, and it's just such a nice food to have when you don't have great access to a grocery store. We live an hour from a place to get groceries. In the winter, when there's a lot of snow on the roads, that drive can be kind of treacherous, so I like to plan meals that require very little fresh ingredients. This salsa turned out tasting so good. It was a little spicy for me though. I added quite a bit of chili peppers, and I might have added a little bit too much. It was very hot. So we're really hoping to plow our driveway this winter. For the past 3 years, I've been hiking in and out of here, which is fine. But I think this year we're really gonna figure out a way to do it. So I can this salsa in my pressure cooker. And once you remove them from the cooker and they start to cool down, if you hear a little pop, that's how you know they are sealing correctly. I ended up making a lot more salsa than I had anticipated. I'll probably have enough for the next, 6 or 7 months or so. I've been trying to do a hike every day until the first snow. I feel like when it snows, I lose all motivation to move my body. So I'm doing this while I still can and while I still have the energy for it. So every day after I finish my work for the day, I like to come down here to the river and do this little hike. It's around 4 miles, but wow, it's just like a nice reset. I feel like doing things on a daily basis that make us feel good, I think that's just the most important part of life. I honestly do, because there's definitely been like periods of time in my life where I do nothing just for me and my overall like wellness, I guess. I neglect my body, I neglect doing yoga, I just neglect myself basically. I don't know, when we do the things, when we take time out for ourselves and we do the things that make us feel good and we fill ourselves up, only then can we really give more to this world and more to the people in our life and our creativity and give more of our spirit to this earth. I don't know, like if I neglect myself, then I'm like not a great person to be around. Oh my gosh. So anyways, I've been doing this like hike every day, and then I'll swim in the river, and man, it is like the best routine. Oh my gosh, you guys, this water just feels absolutely incredible. I mean, like, seriously. It is amazing to me that this just occurs naturally. I mean, it feels so luxurious. The sun is like shining right on me right now through the trees, and this water is like ice cold, and I'm really just having a moment. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just finished an hour of yoga and I'm drinking some tea right now. I'm starting to come back to life. Past couple days, I've felt pretty sick, to be honest. Just kind of run down, I don't know. But I've been taking all of my herbal supplements, and I also want to talk about the sponsor of this video, which is iHerb, which is where I get basically all of like my natural products. I love the convenience of iHerb. iHerb is dedicated to offering Earth's best curated selection of health and wellness products at the best possible value. Some of my favorite products that I order from them is this green powder. It's called Vitamineral Green. I just feel so good taking it. I don't know. I've been taking this for many years now, and I really love this product. I love all the oils that they have on there. Specifically, I really like this Now Solutions organic argan oil. I've also been using this in my hair for probably almost a year now. I feel like it's really helped my hair a lot. And this Dr. Bronner soap, I basically just use this for everything: bathing, washing dishes, doing laundry. This is definitely my favorite soap. I get the Eucalyptus scent. iHerb is celebrating its 27th anniversary throughout the month of September with daily 27% off deals on your favorite categories and brands. Be sure to check out the site every day and shop your favorite products. You can also use my code Isabel, and new customers will get 27% off when you download the app, or if you're an existing customer, 20% off on the app or site-wide. Plus free US shipping on orders over $25, and you can earn rewards credits for actively engaging in the iHerb community. This is the brand's best offer of the year, so be sure to shop today. So tonight I am planning a little dinner for my family. I haven't seen all of them since being home, so we're planning to all get together tonight. I'm making a lemon poppy seed bundt cake. I'm pretty sure the last time I made a bundt cake, I was like 12 years old. I think they're kind of strange, but I found this cake pan at the antique store a while back, and I don't know, I thought it was kind of fun. I just followed a super basic, simple recipe. I'm always thinking of excuses to bake things, I feel like. It's really funny, whenever I go away for a while, I feel like Logan ends up losing a bit of weight because I'm not force feeding him desserts all the time. I was in the garden today and realized we have a ton of eggplant that are huge and ready to be harvested. I decided to make baba ganoush with them, which I feel like is the most underrated food. It's similar to hummus in many ways, but it's like so extremely silky and creamy. I like to slice the eggplant in half and then put a lot of oil on them and then roast them in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. My cake was done cooking at this point, and I was a little nervous of it sticking to the pan. I didn't take too much time to season this cast iron, but it did come out fine. I think because I used this trick to mix oil, butter, and flour together to form this, I don't know, like goopy paste, and then I rubbed that all over the pan. I learned this trick during my 2-week-long wedding cake baking extravaganza earlier this summer. So I scooped out all the insides of the eggplants and then put them into a food processor with some cumin, pepper, salt, lemon, garlic, tahini, and then just like a little bit of oil, and then I just blended that together. This turned out so good. I would really highly recommend making this recipe. Again, I am just in the routine these days of using anything I possibly can from the garden. We have so many tomatoes and so much herbs. I honestly don't know what to do with all of it. The contrast of being on the go so much this past month and then all of a sudden being back in my cozy little house has been one of the nicest feelings. I really do feel like our everyday daily habits are so much more important than we realize, you guys. I really think happiness comes from finding contentment and joy from just the everyday moments of life. The simple act of making a nice dinner or just going on a long walk. Traveling can be one of the most amazing experiences and can open us up to new ways of thinking and being and looking at the world. But I can say this with absolute honesty, I was not any happier traveling than I am just being at home with my family. Society makes us think that we need so much to be happy, and sometimes even I can get into the mindset of feeling like, oh yeah, well, once I complete XYZ, once I get to this point in my life, then I'll be able to enjoy myself. But truly, it's about enjoying ourselves right now in this moment. It's about falling in love with exactly where we are right now. So we have a lot of strawberries that are ripe right now, which many of you will think is kind of odd, but some of the varieties I'm growing is the ones that fruit all year round. These varieties are definitely not as flavorful as the regular ones, but it's kind of nice to have this ongoing harvest rather than this once a year thing. So this cake turned out really, really yummy. I'm kind of excited to explore all the different bundt cakes I can make now. I went up the mountain tonight to watch the sunset. I like to do this most nights as I feel like it's a nice transition for my body into the evening hours. Logan came up and found me too, and yeah, we just sat there for a while watching the sky get darker, which was really nice. For me, self-care is one of the most important and kind of new practices I've been doing lately. Every night I put a little homemade honey mask on my face. I also like to end every night with fresh ginger tea. It's so good for the digestion to drink ginger after a meal. And then the most important thing I do, I feel like, is getting into an ice bath. I can't say it enough, you guys, but cold water has changed my life. Try taking a cold shower tomorrow, and I promise you will feel so extremely good afterwards. After I wash the mask off, I use the little oil on my skin. There has definitely been a time in my life where I just have a terrible night routine and I'll just stare at a screen right before I fall asleep. But these days, and really this past year, I've been really mindful to not use any sort of electric lights after the sun goes down. And wow, this has really helped me sleep so much better. Whoa, it makes a huge difference. I didn't even realize. Anyways, you guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I love you all so much, and I will see you next week.